because he saw the one player, but if you can see on the mini-map, there's like one guy kind of near a tree looking around, trying to spot players, and he's already passed.
It seems like he's going to decide that he's kind of in a very advantageous position right now, material-wise and stuff like that. He might as well get zoned and just kind of chill.
Illegal here, going up against War FPS.
This is a tough angle to take on a pro player right here. You don't want to come from, you know, down here, and he actually notices that the player gets beamed in the back. Oh, wow. So I'm not sure. Yeah, that was a rifle shot. Ghost Issa, I think just straight up. Yeah, it was Ghost Issa. Man, that guy doesn't miss a shot right there. He probably just followed up with 2 or 3 headshots right there. That man went from pretty much over 150 HP down to 0 real quick. Man. So Issa now 2 elims.
Yeah, this is really good for him. Now, here's the thing, man. There's a lot of players around him, so if he's not careful... Okay, this is good. He disengaged and immediately gets cracked in the back, right?
Yeah, he kind of deserved it at that point. He knew that player was in a battle, and he still decided to kind of take that risky push right there. And let's keep in mind, heavy AR. If you get hit in the head with a heavy AR, it's so much DPS. So that's why that player got eliminated so quickly.
This is what you talked about, man.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we talked about that hand cannon. You can see how much damage it does.
Wait, did Keemstar see him?
He did see him.
No, I don't think
Keemstar did not. Oh, he's in ghost form. That's why.
Yeah, he's right there. He sees him now.
Yeah, Issa, good time to break out there.
Wow. If Keemstar seen him a second sooner, he would have pushed shots down.
It would have been over, especially since he was still in ghost form. It takes a long while to kind of get off that. But, you know, he still has the element of surprise.
Now, keep in mind, there are mushrooms in this area. He did have that half shield, so Ghost Issa is going to be able to shield back up some, and if he gets lucky, he can find some mushrooms that people haven't already taken.
Honestly, Dusty Divot is like one of the worst places to hang out in competitive mode. This is one of those places competitive players retreat to for mushrooms, and then, of course, like to max out on wood. With the 40% material buff, when it comes down to farming, you can max out really quickly here and turn your game around. So Keemstar understands this. He's trying to get out of here. Yeah, you don't want to be in here. Not for too long, at least.
Shots already coming out. I mean, keep in mind, we still have 64 players in this current lobby. Take a look at the scoreboard all the way at the top. Rapti there with 3 eliminations. Tyovsky right behind him with 2. And keep in mind, guys, at 3, 5, and 7, these are the first few elimination thresholds. So right now, Rapti has a point to his name.
Yeah, he's in the lead.
Yeah, he's in the lead. And if he could just keep going, play for placements, find a few more, I mean, he could very well see a big bonus, but we'll have to see how things unfold.
I like what Keemstar is doing here. Notice he doesn't have a floorboard above him, being that you can build through rooftops pretty easily, so it's kind of like an illusion. Players probably think he's in that second layer, but he's really in the lowest layer of that base. Just a little nifty trick right there for him holding down that fort.
Yeah, so in case you're new to Fortnite, you're looking to level up your game, typically what competitive players do is they put down the 1x1, right? So that's a walls all around, a floor, and a ceiling, and then you put the cone on top, and that just provides some extra protection from the top. What Monster's talking about is he did not put that roof on top, so if he needs to edit that pyramid up top, he can make a very quick ramp, get himself out if he needs to. Oh, Dennis,
wow.
though.
Dude, we are seeing the heavy AR for the first time in competitive mode, and you see how fast players are getting put down here. So now it's another heavy AR situation here. Quad launcher perfect for pushing players that are on their toes here, and he's going to get that. No, actually, that... Oh, yeah, there it is. War FPS, he does get the explode kill there.
Now Kyle is up top. He's just taking time, reloading the quad launcher.
Let's talk about this. Kowster just earned himself a point. Not only that, he has traps, so he is in a dominant position to continue to play aggressive here. His loadout is really good for this.
Even take a look at the mats, man. He's already capped, only missing on that wood, but there's so many trees around, and he can still farm players if he needs to.
That's a big upgrade right there. Purple pump now.
This is 200 to the dome. If you get a headshot, that's just the player gone.
That's it. The one pump is definitely back, especially for the upgraded variants of the pump shotgun. It does quite a lot of damage. You can actually feel the difference.
And also, keep in mind, he does have a grappler. He's going to look to utilize that, see if he can get an advantage on players.
You know, I honestly want to say that this Fortnite competitive looks different already. This scavenger mode is really bringing out the aggression from these players. We're, like, almost down to just 50 players. I want to say it's, like, almost unseen in the past, right? This amount of players kind of taking on one another.
It's typically, like, right around 70, 75 players just at this point, and then that's when things get chaotic.
But not this time around. Now that players can heal for, or get rewarded, you should say, for their aggression. You see the fights going on. Look at the divot.
It's pretty congested, man. There's a lot of players here.
I told you.
What's tough about fighting here is, well, oh, Zexro's still alive. You see here?
He's not good, though.
Yeah,
HP is low.
Yeah, he's not in a very favorable position. No eliminations either.
Proving in the past or over the weekend to be one of the better Slayers. It looks like he's having a rough time here, just in general. 0 HP.
Navigate.
Yeah, these little opportunities like this, he's pretty much trying to recycle what his enemy built. Sure, he's aware of the dangers in the area, but like proper timing on the rotation is going to reward you. And that's exactly what he manages to pull off here.
He rotates for practically free, just using up some of the mats.
Look at, he's trying to conserve as much as possible, only using a cone at this time right now.
I actually love this adaptation. So you do floor, and then you do a pyramid, and you can edit all 4 sides so they go up, and then you can actually see outside.
Yeah.
But the trade-off is, if someone cracks that ceiling, you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
No other form of protection.
But to be fair, I mean, at least he is conserving mats, because that's what you got to do in this situation.
nEzAx there, you can see him on the left. He is hurting right now, maybe 3 HP. Over to Skite here.
40 players approaching the zone right now. Zone is just trickling on in. These guys are making hard rotations right now. Players are getting eliminated on the backside. We see a 24-meter snipe. Someone got no-scoped at close range or something. It is going down right now.
These players are looking to engage. Guys, remember, that 50 health on elimination, that's still, I mean, if you're looking to trade with someone, you're like, look, if I can just get this guy, I'm going to get materials, I'm going to get his upgrades, potentially his ammo, and I get health and or shield. This could be worth the risk.
Ooh, looks like he is in a really good spot right now. He's got a lot of materials, and he's got those mega impulses to kind of pretty much push him from the opposite side of this zone to the next one. But he sees the battling going on. This guy's really weak, catches him by surprise, and I think he takes that one. He's got 5 elims now.
That is 2 points, but man, they are looking to punish him for taking that elimination right there.
That was worth. He is so close to approaching the big bonus.
Look at all the upgrades. He can, look, a grappler now, it's only got 2 shots.
I would not take 2 shots from 3 of those impulses. I would stick with the impulses here. But, I mean, grappler is another play that, you know, or item that you can make very precise, great rotations with, so I guess he's going to take that instead.
Now look at the edge here. Now the storm is starting to move a little bit, so these players are trying to scatter, get near side of this new circle.
This is the time. This is the time you go for elims when players are most exposed. Yeah, see, especially if you have the zone like Hugo does here. He's sitting high and heavy. He's trying to get players, you know, just break them down as they rotate. Looks like Ooh actually used that same exact launch pad that we see someone else place down, so he is really, really good right now. 26 players remain.
Man, this loadout is looking fantastic. 500 rounds, but now we're over to Martin. Oh, okay.
Taken out.
Seth takes him down. And now, I mean, this is when things are going to get hectic very quickly, Monster. We are looking at 23 players left alive.
Back into the divot we go. Yeah. And Skite right here sitting up on natural grounds, only in a 1x1, but this feels like superior high ground at this point, really.
Now, look how forward northeast we're going. This is going to be really tough.
Skite just beamed that player, by the way. He used the hand cannon to break the wall and then just clipped him with the AK as he was falling down. So,
that's just that adaptation you talked about.
For the heavy AR, I'm personally, like, so the way the heavy AR works, great at longer ranges, terrible when you're on the move rotating, but once you have zone and you're chilling in a 1x1 like this is one of the best weapons to have.
He actually almost caught that player. He was just very, very close to taking this player down.
It's just a meta loadout following up hand cannon while players are trying to, you know, protect themselves, and then heavy AR.
Oh, he finds a shot.
Another one.
That was 45. He cleans that player up as they were trying to rotate.
That gives him a point right there. He just barely misses a point right there. The other player felt his death, unfortunately.
Over back to Rapti, who's got 5 eliminations. With 1 or 2 more, he'd hit 3 points coming out of this first game.
DM sick here, 3 eliminations as well. That's a point for him. We're approaching top 10, so these guys don't want to get eliminated right now. They want to stay alive for top 10 to get this placement point. Let's see what's happening here. Skite going for the high ground. He is just continuously taking his high ground. I guess he likes the dominant feel of being up in the air with the hand cannon and heavy AR. He's putting himself in a favorable position for his loadout.
I mean, but Skite's playing this really well.
He's got a grappler. There's no way he's not going to be up top.
And he also has 500 mats as far as metal goes.
Skite just picked that player off with a 17 HP shot.
That's how low these players are.
Skite is killing it right now.
He needs 1 more point, then he meets that second threshold. That's a 48.
Oh, that's Whites. He wants that one. He's got to pull out the hand cannon, dude. Just start breaking these walls down and not let him heal. He's probably going to connect all the way here. Yeah, this is a good place to be. Exactly what he's doing right now. He hears the grapple shots going off, so he raises himself just a little bit, but he doesn't want to lose track of these players here. These are free eliminations on these rotations. He understands this.
He sees the players rotating down below.
You gotta protect yourself.
These shots, man. Skite is just killing it right now.
Notice every time he hears a grapple shot go off, he gets, you know, a little cautious and he raises himself one layer.
But that's what you need to do, man. You know, he's aware. He's like, look, players could have a grappler coming in this late game. I need to be ready for this.
It looks like Zone is actually going to favor Skite here. He realizes that this player is going to be leaning back towards him. He's going to go ahead and take this high ground again. This is costing him a lot of materials, though.
He's looking into beam a player. We're down to 3 players left.
Look at this aggression right there. Opens up the edit. That wall was his. Player falls down. All shield gone on that guy. Skite is leading it right here. Is he going to chase for this? That's a point. Is he going to take it? No, he decides to continue to hold position here.
Oh, he clips him. It's 1v1 now. He does have that hand cannon, so he can look to blow the ceiling out.
Well, he knows this player is weak. He already had him once.
Try to swap. He does.
What a good shot right there, Skite. Using all of his material to hold the high ground. Even though he could have chased that player down, he decides to hold ground.